I haven't worked in like a city centre since 2 or 3, depending on how you look at it, jobs ago, when I worked in Bath city centre. I'm so excited to fucking start working around here, you know? So good, we're literally like right in the fucking centre of the harbour side. Don't get me wrong, I'm not naive. The traffic is not going to be great, but that's life, isn't it? But yeah, I'm also going to go treat myself to a little hot chocolate, and we're going to get back in the office, mate. My current task is, I'm the only one in the office as well. My current task, and I'm going to get some fresh cold water as well from the coffee shop, because the water fountain doesn't work, and the tap water doesn't go cold enough. But yeah, I've got the heating on, because it's freezing. And this morning I'm trying to modernise a load of some old regression test pack of like a manual Postman regression suite that I inherited a long time ago, and we've not needed them for a long time, and now we need them again, and the way they authenticate is wrong. So I'm trying to modernise them, make them work, and then make them so that they can live in the repository that needs them. That's interesting actually, which repository needs them, because it's probably not the repository I'm actually testing. But anyway, yeah, I'll put them in there, just so they can be kept up to date better. But yes, I'm getting knee deep in Postman stuff, which is good fun. I don't often get opportunity to do that, so I'm telling you, man, I can't wait for all of this to be fucking over. Jesus Christ, it's like such a minefield. Like, oh, can I get a drink? Can I fill up my water bottle? He goes, no. And I'm like, okay, fine, fair play. But I think, like, all this stuff about like reusable cups, reusable water bottles, it's all gone to shit. It turns out he could fill up my water bottle, but I couldn't, so he filled it up for me. But like, I just can't wait for some semblance of normalcy. And I'm getting that now by going to the office, but like, oh, it's coming. What lights at the end of the tunnel, boys. Oh, look at this, so nice just being able to go in the city centre. It's lunchtime. I'm having a 45-minute whip around, you know. Just figuring out like what's in range, where I can go. Oh, so nice. I can't tell you what feels so good about just being in town again. Like, if anything, right, my computer's worse because my desk is worse. Same computer, but like the setup is worse. It's lonelier. Laura's not there. I don't have my cat. And yet it's so fucking good. It's so refreshing to just be out doing something else somewhere else. And I mean, like, it's pretty nice having a huge office to yourself. It's kind of fucking ludicrous just how big the office is for just me sat in the corner. But it's weird. It's just so like nice just to get out and about. I'm definitely gonna do this when I can. So like when I don't have a crazy amount of meetings, because to a certain extent, if there's people in the office, there's no point me going in if I'm in meetings all day, if I'm not in meetings with those people, you know. But also, like, if it's wet, I'm not coming in because I don't want to get on the bus. I'm not that excited about it yet. Yeah, living the dream. Productive day, ladies and gentlemen. Started to get a headache towards the end of the day. I think that was because I like looked down at my laptop. So I really need to sort out having 2 monitors instead of 1, and then I can like close the laptop and I don't have to keep looking down. I was saying that, then I didn't have a webcam. Anyway, yeah, that's annoying. We'll figure that out. But yeah, cruised home. We had breakfast for dinner. Lovely, fried breakfast. Living the dream. And then just watch TV, basically. Bit of chill, watch TV. Oh, I'll show you the fence. Someone's doing our fence. I'll show you that tomorrow then. We'll be finished tomorrow. It's a long walk Thursday, but I can't go for too long a walk because Laura said I had to be back for 8:30 for when the fence man arrives. I wasn't actually here yesterday, obviously, when he was here for the majority of the day, so I'm not sure why. I'm required this time, but hey-ho. It's weird because like we both organised 2 jobs. Like I organised the roof and Laura organised the fence man. So like next week on a Tuesday, which is, I've self-allocated Tuesdays and Wednesdays as the day that I go to the office. I won't be going to the office because the roof man's coming. But anyway, that's by the by. I had some fucking wild ass dreams last night. But the kind of dream where I'm like, right, you know what? I'm going to try and approach work like this today. I'm going to see how it goes. Oh my god, a little puppy. Oh, that's cute as fuck. But yeah, it's like a little thing I've been thinking about is effectively like, I'm obviously seconding as an SDET. But like one of the weird quirks is just due to the state of the teams I've been with, I've not really had a chance to be an SDET. And I don't think it's the rest of the SDETs are being SDETs most of the time. I think there's one person who's like pretty good at it and has managed to like, well, I think he just controls a quite tight, he sits on a quite tight, well-defined domain, which means that like it's not really changing much. It's important, but it's not really like moving as quickly as like our domain is. Well, one of my two domains is. Or it's not as fucking dog shit as the second of my two domains is, and therefore like needs a lot of attention, because it's like less important than his domain. So it's weird, it's like his domain's more important, but it doesn't change as much. So, but anyway, but yeah, like if I wanted to become an SDET permanently versus extend my secondment again, which is possible as well, like I need to be better at it, to be honest with you. There was points yesterday where I'm like, I left a one-to-one with like the SDET manager. I'm like, I feel a bit like a charlatan. I feel like I'm just kind of keeping a seat warm kind of thing, but not really doing a good job per se. And I need to start thinking like I'm doing a good job. Because, like I think I said on a video, potentially last video, like, I know I'm a really good senior developer. Am I a really good senior SDET? Probably not. I know I've got the like skills for it, but my track record as a developer is much better. I would imagine, at least I think. But yeah, so, but yeah, my dream is like, let's do it like this. That makes sense. Thursday today. Oh, I did long walk Thursdays this morning. I just finished up super late. Zen, too late, but it was down earlier. I couldn't listen to it. But yeah, today's been a hectic day. Just back-to-back meetings, literally throughout the day. But yeah, we should be okay. We'll see how it goes now, because someone I was training up as we're leaving has left, been pushed. Kind of my fault. They were like far too junior for the role, and I threw them under the bus. It's fine. So we'll see now how, if my busyness drops. Should be good, hopefully. But yeah, otherwise it's been a good day. We've like managed to get stuck into some stuff. It's just lots of meetings, and my new attitude as well. I think we'll get there. I think it'll work out all right. Fence is done. Looks great. I'll show you at some point. After work, went for a walk, playing Outlanders, I think it's Outriders, on Xbox Game Pass. Bit weird. And then I'm like flicking between that and Halo 5 at the moment. And yeah, it's bedtime. Final of the circle tomorrow. Holy smokes, ladies and gentlemen. Just finished watching The Circle. Oh, I can't watch the US season on Netflix on Monday. I just can't do that. I need to take some break from The Circle for a bit. God damn, is it good TV? And I'm so glad Felix won. Happy days. Otherwise, what's gone on today? Today, relatively productive day actually. Been in lots of conversations, making cogs move. You know, it's just like making things move along. Which was good fun. Did some pairing with the new team, all of that shit. I've been looking into smart contracts as well on blockchains, trying to figure out if there is some way that I can use smart contracts, or if I could leverage a smart contract to mess around with stuff. I have an idea for listening to a podcast today about Bitcoin, and it's fucking confusing. And this guy's like, it's two people from two different sides, and the guy's like, the US dollar is the only like true currency because of how stable it is. And I don't understand how you can say a currency is stable. Because like, if you assume Bitcoin is stable, all of the other currencies don't look stable, you know what I mean? It's only stable because you're using it as the baseline, you know? That makes sense? Like the pound doesn't look stable compared to, I don't know, the euro, especially over Brexit and whatnot. But I don't know what it is now. But like the Venezuelan dollar was well stable. You know what I mean? Like, what's your baseline here? And if you literally set your graph at like one, like if you mark everyone against Bitcoin, it's gone straight down. You know? Anyway. But yeah, either way, I've been like looking into that kind of stuff, and I'm like, there is big potential here to use something like that to really like fucking innovate in an area. I was aiming for one kind of innovation in it, and I was like, can I get this? But the thing I'm trying to innovate is like literally designed to get in the way, and I'm trying to get around it. But it is like, there is nothing. There's no analogy that fits here. But basically, like, obviously every type of innovation you want to do, or like if you need to change something, there's like gatekeepers you need to get around. So like for Bitcoin and stuff, it's financial institutions and like the big banks and central reserve banking, all that shit. The people I'm trying to innovate past, the gatekeepers, are the kind of gatekeepers who can just, even if you find a way around them, can just close it like that. And I'm like, they could just reach in and be like, oh yeah, by the way, you've now got to go through us. That's what I want to avoid. Or I go for a slightly different route of just trying to automate the people out of that job. You know, I could just take the people out of the industry, which would go a long way to making people's lives better. Or I can try and get rid of the whole industry. And I thought smart contracts might be a way of doing that. And it would work for everything that's money. But everything that isn't money, well, and even then it wouldn't work because the gatekeepers would get in the way again. But it could work theoretically if you were talking only money, and I'm not. Hi, Moo. How you doing, my man? He's not happy. Oh no, he's gone. He's gone. We are about to go to bed. We're going to go to bed before 11 o'clock at night. It's going to be great. Slept like a rock last night. It was great. Don't know what it is about the weekend and it being so like trivial to ignore an alarm, but yet also like during the week I wake up in the middle of the night at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, but I don't at the weekend. That's weird. Today productive as all fuck. Look at that. Look at that shelf, mate. I did that. Also made a bench. It's in the back garden. Didn't make a bench. I assembled a bench with Laura's help. It's too bad it's a job, you gotta hold it. They're awkward shapes, yeah. Then otherwise went to Sainsbury's to get some lunch stuff and some stuff for dinner. So that Sainsbury's doesn't do pak choy, but it does choy some. So we just substituted. Also couldn't find tahini either. Oh, that's for tomorrow's dinner. We haven't tried that yet. Got satay stir-fry sauce instead. Or maybe peanut butter. Haven't decided what the best solution is yet. Otherwise, it's been chill. We played another game of Ticket to Ride. And won again. undefeated at that game. I also played a little bit of Satisfactory. Satisfactory's gone through a big update and I'm just kind of playing it again and I'm just kind of wasting my life again on that game. And it's lots of good fun. So, but yeah, otherwise it's been pretty quiet. Tomorrow we're going to do some baking. Baking, cleaning, washing. Nothing really exciting planned. Guys, I know you're going to be excited by this. I pulled it off. There's my white chocolate, rhubarb and sage thyme cake. It's fucking lovely as well. Recipe was fucking crap though. So the second time I did it, I think I did it better this time. But the second time I did it, I doubled the amount of time I was in the oven for. I quite literally doubled it. Well, no, not quite literally. It's supposed to be 40 minutes and I put it in for an hour. And it still came out in the very middle of it was like not cooked. So we binned the middle bit and then had the rest. What the fuck? So yeah, not too impressed with the recipe, but it tastes really fucking good. Otherwise, what's gone on today? Mr. Moo. Been playing some Satisfactory again. It's like first lockdown. Last time I played Satisfactory this much was before I started this job, I think. It's great. What else are we doing? What else did we do today? What did we do this morning? I feel like I did something this morning. I can't remember what it was. Just got up, had a shave. Oh, bake the cake. I was just talking about that. Yeah, bake the cake. And then Laura went to the shop. And then I was playing Satisfactory. And then in the evening, we had dinner. Did all the cleaning. Or hoovering as well. But... And that's the day. So living the dream. Playing Satisfactory upstairs. I'm playing Doom Eternal. Halo 5. And I started playing Outriders. One of those two names. I don't really get on with it. I downloaded the old Doom. And if I get like 15 minutes, I can play a level of Doom. Living the fucking dream, boys. Did you hear that noise then? Once he's just got his foil. He wants to play with his foil. I say that, he does not. He's not fussed. But yeah, otherwise, just finished watching Line of Duty and go to bed. 5-day week next week. Oh, gross. Also, it's a long one because for basically every day in the week I'm finishing at 5 and not 4:30, which is annoying. But things are opening up this week. So we've got shops are opening, swimming pools are opening. So I'm hoping I'm either going to use Long Walk Thursday as a swim in the morning Thursday, or I'm going to use, we finish at 2 now on Fridays. I'm going to use the afternoon on a Friday. I haven't decided yet. It might be difficult to book, to be fair. I'll go online and see what I can book. I don't know the state. I think it's all, presumably a Friday afternoon would be quieter. That's my guess. And then I can retain Long Walk Thursdays. And another day down, ladies and gentlemen. Monday today. Oh my god. We've got a... Once he heard me kick his toy and he's like, what did you kick, bitch? Been doing a crazy day today. Started off this morning. I went for my walk and stuff. Did like the bins and stuff. Bin day. And then Zen, meditate. This morning I was like not in a good mood. I was like in a bit of a downer. I don't know what the correct word is. But I got in Zen. I did all of my stand-ups and stuff and I just chomped through a load of admin. Like worthless, time-sinking admin. And otherwise we are playing around with... What are we playing around with? Yeah, that was this morning. That was in the morning. I was just doing loads of admin, setting up some things I need to do with the teams. I'm trying to figure out a way of doing it so it's a little bit more fun and interactive. Also got to do it with a new team. So they've never done it before, so I've got to try and do it in a fun way. In the afternoon, I had some leadership training, which was fun. It's quite a good productive day, to be honest with you. Went for a walk, shopping. That's about all. Need to get doing other things, but not fuck my head up. It's gonna be a busy week though. We've got people coming around tomorrow, put some scaffolding up, go onto the roof. That starts tomorrow, potentially goes to Wednesday. And we're like basically pretty busy meeting wise, I think, as well. Oh no, tomorrow's a bit empty, but starts off busy. We'll see. Oh god damn it. It's gonna be a long week. I can't yet go into the office. I don't think I'll be able to make it into the office this week. So it's gonna be a full week work from home, I think. Some scaffolding, boys. It doesn't, I expected multiple layers. Anyhow, I need to make a cup of tea. This morning has been fucking crazy. It's just like everyone wants to talk to me and they all want something immediately right now and they're not having it. Oh, it literally doesn't even touch the floor, it just goes up there. Fascinating. Yeah, the cat's going crazy. Laura has gone into the office today. Annoyingly, because I would have gone into the office. But I sorted this job out, so it's my job to be here. But she's gone into the office, she needs to do some stuff with some files. She's living the dream. Me and the cat, we're living the dream too, aren't we, Mr. Boo? Yes, we are. Yes. Yeah, man. I've got like 8 fucking things all kicking off. And I think I might be adding a new team to the list of teams I need to look after as well. My fucking god. Which puts me at 4 that I officially manage. 4 that I officially manage, 1 that I shadow, and I like spend a lot of time with, and then another one, so that'll be 6. I'm only supposed to have 2. And obviously they always do stuff all at the same time, you know? It's always the case. So they're all like, oh I need this thing, oh I need this thing, oh this is broken. I'm in meetings all afternoon, so I've got 3 hours to get all this done in, lunch in the middle, 2 hours to get everything done in. And I haven't had a tea yet. My boy, Monty Moo. Literally in the back of that shot, just behind Monty, the roof man rocks up. So I was like, oh shit, gotta cut that off. What I was gonna comment on is I think it's a bit rich that when Laura's here, Monty will sleep all day in this box. It's his favourite box there. Maybe he'll go on there, or maybe he'll be here. When Laura's not here, where does he go? On his tower. What? Am I not good? Am I a joke to you? I was also going to say that my best friend at work has handed a notice in. No. My best friend, my like only friend at work, I'd say. I'm really sad about that. Genuinely really sad about that. So, oh dear. That's really sad about thingy leaving. Monty here is not very happy with us because he got defleed and he doesn't like it. We tailed off. It was fucking manic this morning and then like kind of tailed off in the afternoon. Managed to fight down enough people. I'm in the annoying point where I've got like 3 or 4 conversations I need to start with people. All of them are going to start me off with loads more work that I don't have time for. So I'm like kind of putting them off. But yeah, otherwise we had an interesting conversation about testing. It's been busy. It's been a long day of like manically flipping between tasks. But I think I did well. I think I managed to close off most of the work everyone wanted me to do. And I should be able to start tomorrow without anyone on my back, which I enjoy. That's my favourite way to be. Otherwise, didn't really do anything this evening. Chilled out. Been looking at boats. I think it'd be really cool to go on a boating holiday on a little narrow boat in a canal. Monty's just charging around. Laura is less impressed by that idea. Otherwise, what's going on today? Standard busy day, Wednesday. Not many meetings, but like lots of like just shit going on, you know? It's good fun. Nice and productive. I feel like oh no, there's that one thing I didn't do. I feel like I've cleared most of my plate, which is nice. I may have like put a little bit more on it for future weeks by initiating some of those conversations I was talking about yesterday, but that's that. Our roof is now done. We need to get the scaffolding. It's going to come down at some point this week. That's it. I can't think of anything else that's happened. did a little bit of, went for a long walk this morning, because I didn't get to go for a walk yesterday. And I also won 4 games of chess in a row. I don't think through skill, I think through making a mess and then just being better at getting out that mess, which is probably skill, right? Hashtag long walk Thursdays. It's that kind of weather right now where the weather is -1 degree. Well, I think it's 1 degree, real feel -1 or 2. And it's like frosty, there's like frost on that field over there. But it's hot. In winter, when it's like 1 or 2 degrees, you can wear your big fluffy coat and be nice and like warm, you know? If you wear that now, you'd be hot and you'd be wanting to take it off. So you have to like kind of get this weird balance of like cool enough to get airflow and cool you down, but also warm enough to like, it's a bit of a shit show. I've got a day of meetings today. I think I'm literally in back-to-back refinements. There's a gap. I think I've got a gap between 12:30 and 3:30. So I've got a 2-hour gap, of which obviously an hour of that is lunchtime. And then otherwise it's just back-to-back all day. So I'm getting out and about. That's why I've not got my small little earphones in, because I'm going to be wearing them all day anyway. And yeah, I'm doing what I do on every long walk Thursday, ponder life. I'm trying to figure out like how to think of things from like a product perspective and not a technical perspective. Like, I feel like that's a skill that I don't have, and kind of surprisingly don't have as well, because obviously I spend a lot of my time building products. But maybe I've been going wrong because I've been approaching them as technical feats, you know, of like a technical solution to something rather than a product. And I'm just wondering how like product owners walk into like something they know nothing about, like fin crime, let's say, and then can just build products, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, that's a thing that I... So yeah, I'm thinking about it as like trying to design a product. I keep like thinking about all the technical ways of doing little bits of it and then getting stuck in the weeds. I'm also obviously, I don't know about what life's going on with, boys. I'm a bit lost these days. I think I'm just kind of surviving, you know. That's all you need to do. I'm just trying to make sure that, oh no, there's a dog walker coming to this bridge. I need to beat them there so I can go over it first. I'm fucking running. I'm getting there first. Oh, it's all me. It's all me. It's all Coconut Sunshine and Roses. I'm like perpetually in this bit where like I don't like how I spend my time. I'm trying to figure out how to spend my time well. But I've like slipped back into this phase where like I'll get up in the morning, go for a walk. This is what I do every day. Wake up in the morning, go for a walk until I start work, go to work. Spend all day like slammed in meetings and stuff and not really like doing anything per se, or what I do is like relatively small and admin-y, so not very exciting. Finish work, go for a walk, cook dinner, spend like 2 or 3 hours, well maybe not that long, so what we're talking about now, we're at like 7 o'clock, spend like a bit of time washing up, an hour and a half maybe, just kind of like fucking about a bit. And that would be probably playing games of some variety, watching YouTube videos, wasting my life on my phone. 15-20 minutes of meditation, watch TV with Laura, watch a YouTube video or 2, go to bed. Every day. And it's killing me. And I feel like I just need to like aggressively rip myself out of that schedule, and I don't know how. And the real problem is, the reason I don't do anything in that hour and a half I've got is because I've got no motivation to do it or no ideas. And I just don't know, like, every evening we're like with Laura like, what should we do? Play with the cat for a bit. You know what I mean? Go play some chess. It genuinely kills me. I struggled a little bit today, boys. I'm just heading to bed. I'll turn my computer off. Sign me in, you little bitch. In exciting news, I played a little bit of chess after work, and I'm now at 750 for Blitz. It's exciting. That's good stuff. I'm proud of that, to be honest. But yeah, today was just like a really draining day, and it's just one of the days where I've just been in like a really foul mood and not been able to like pick myself up. But I'm feeling better now, so there's that. But yeah, it's just like, oh god, drives me crazy. Drive me crazy, man. And I don't know what puts me in that kind of mood, but it was like close to bad, you know. Not really a busy day actually. No meetings, but very fucking productive. I just like hammered through a load of stuff. Had a one-to-one, at which like I realised that my biggest flaw in this role is that I'm too helpful. And I basically make it possible for like people to kind of shovel things that they should do onto me, and I just kind of take the slack. And I'm very good at taking that slack as well. And it's weird because like everything I've ever done, how I've got to where I am today is by being really helpful and just kind of hoovering up work. And now I can't do that anymore because I actually have a lot of work rather than previously where I've kind of fought my way up, you know? It's interesting. Otherwise, fixed a load of stuff. Fucking great. What else did I do? Load of things at work. Finish half day on a Fridays now. So went for a walk, came back, played some Satisfactory, and get to the point where I need to get coal power, started a new world. I need to get some coal power sorted. Then, what else? What else have we been doing? Had some dinner. Watching TV. That's about all. Living the fucking dream. I'm doing a recipe right now, right? And it says, so I've made a lot of mess, but I'm making coconut macaroons. And they're looking good. This one's a bit toasted, but otherwise they're looking pretty good. Next step. It says, when ready to finish, gently melt the chocolate with a little asterisk on it. Which normally means, like, more information, look somewhere else. It's like, well, that's not very clear. Melt chocolate, chop or break into heat-proof bowl, put it over a pan of steaming water, but not boiling, best emulsion, just water, blah, 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 blah. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I want my bowl back, one of my 2 bowls. It's probably better to do the metal bowl, isn't it, than my glass one. Alright, let's just wash up then, boys. Otherwise, today, been a good day so far. Watched Formula 1, Laura's out doing the garden. We went out with the cat for like a good 45 minutes. He's knackered upstairs. Watched Formula 1, went shops, and we've bought some fish, right? In that bag there is 2 whole trout. And we're doing a recipe where we have to put 2 small whole trouts. And I go to the fishmongers and I'm like, an actual fishmongers, because you can't buy a whole trout from Sainsbury's. And I go, right mate, can I have 2 whole trout, gutted, please? I need the smallest ones you've got. And I'm looking at these fucking fish. I'm well impressed. I mean, it was fucking expensive. And somehow I've accidentally ended up with basically so much trout that I've got enough to make another meal tomorrow that serves 12. That's how much we've got. So I've really overcooked the trout a little bit. But I'm well excited. In the fishmongers though, they've got these like fucking tiger prawns. They're like massive. They're like fucking like this, bigger than my hand, right? And they're like black and they've got like a green and blue tail. Oh my God, it looks so good. They had like the parrotfish. Ooh, I'm excited. Next time we do anything fish-based, I'm going back there. I'm going to remortgage the house and I'm going to buy some fresh fish from a fishmonger's because it's, oh man, I'm there and I'm looking at all the fish and I'm like, God damn, this looks so tasty. So I'm proper looking forward to that. Tonight, we've got 1 meal of baked trout and then tomorrow we've got another one because I accidentally bought 2. The problem is, well, I don't know what a small trout is. It looks pretty big to me, that. but maybe that's a small trout. And then I looked at the weight and I'm like, okay, it's 3 times bigger than I'm supposed to have. I totally forgot to vlog the fish. Fucked it, big time. But we've got another one tomorrow, so no problem. It was a honker, but it was only a little bit bigger than we were supposed to have, because we cut it in half and then had it each. So we just sliced it straight down the middle, and then we both had, I had the head end, Laura had the tail end. But it was fucking lovely. I've basically been in the kitchen all day as well. Like, we got back at whatever it was, sorry, no, lunchtime, sorted, watched Formula 1, and then it was like washing up, baking, cooking the fish. It's been busy, busy, busy. Been living the dream. I've actually been quite productive and quite fun day. After dinner, played a bit of Satisfactory. I've started a new world, and I need to sort out power. I figured out where I can get water from. I just need to sort out power now, which is exciting. What else? What else, babe? I think that's about it. But yeah, Ben Askren, Jake Paul tonight, fight-wise. Quali was crazy, by the way, but there's a fight, and I'm like, God damn it! I'm excited to wake up to find out what the result is. I really want Jake Paul to fucking lose, man. God damn, he's a prick. I forgot to vlog the fish yesterday, and I forgot to vlog it again today. But there you go. There it is in, well, one of 2 fish cut in half. So yeah, we've had an excessive amount of trout over the past couple of days. Something like about over 1 kilogram of trout each, which seems very much excessive. We're probably fished out for a little bit now. But like I say, I'm well excited for trying lots of other fishes, except this time I'm going to go there and I'm going to be like, well, realistically, how much fish could 2 people eat? Even one of those trout's probably a bit too big. But it was nice, so, you know, maybe we'll do that for 3 next time, who knows. But then how do you divide it? How do you divide 1 big fish by 3? Because that chopping it in half thing is not ideal either. But hey ho. Otherwise today we went shopping to get some ingredients for the second fish that we didn't think we were going to have, and to get Monty some like cat litter. And we also got him a new scratchy thing before realising that we could flip over his current scratchy thing and the other side is scratchable. Happy days. Then we spent like an hour in the garden with the cat just chilling. Watched Formula 1, which was a fucking barnstormer of a race, and then it was just cleaning, bathroom, etc. All of the shit you have to clean. Not shit, because it's a bathroom. And then watch TV, well, bit of meditation, watch TV, etc. Living the dream. And it's bedtime. And how long is this video? What video? My eyes, I can't read those numbers from all the way over there until like period in, I'm getting old. This week's going to be a busy week. I think I can already visibly see my calendar in my head, and it's a shit show. So I was also going to change. I've got new bearings for my longboard. I haven't had time to do that. Might have to plumb that into the week at some point. I planned to try and block out my afternoon today to be like, I need to do some like my own stuff. I just constantly just barraged by people wanting me to do things from, God damn boy, so busy right now. Got lots of meetings again tomorrow as well, a couple of meetings today. I'm finding out how to keep track of everything, that's the thing as well. I need like some kind of queuing system where I can manage the order of the work. Because at the moment I'm using my own like to-do list. I feel like I need, because it's easy for me to like add things to, and that's good because I can obviously add things to it like from my phone, and it is just a good to-do list app where you can like be like, tomorrow I need to do this, I need to whatever. But like, I just can't keep track of all of the stuff I'm doing there. Maybe I should try Asana. I feel like whatever I use is overkill for what I need it for, you know what I mean? I need a to-do list app that works, and the only one I like, the only one I've found that works is Todoist. I really wish Microsoft's was better. Maybe I can look into it again tomorrow. Having a secondary to-do list for just work stuff. My God. Anyway, otherwise today, 2 walks. I was planning on doing some exercise after dinner, but that exercise is skipping, and I just never got to the point where I felt like my dinner's gone down enough. Tomorrow, we're going into the office. Got some stuff to do. So, I've come into the office today. I had quite a lot of meetings today, and I've said that I wasn't going to come in if I had a lot of meetings, but it's actually not that bad, and there is a person here as well. So, yeah, there's 2 of us in the office right now, which is pretty cool. I just went over to my other office to go pick up some posts. I was expecting something more important than this, but hey ho. It's annoying that I have to keep that kind of thing going, to be honest. But yeah, so I just had a nice, lovely walk. It's so warm. I've got meetings tomorrow, but I'm thinking about coming in again, to be honest, because I'm having fun. And when the weather's like this, why the fuck not? It's got to be said, ladies and gentlemen, it's a little bit weirder having someone else in the office as well. Such a huge expanse of space with only 2 people in it. But it's a lot weirder than 1 person, you know what I mean? Because you can just like properly do whatever the fuck you want when there's 1 of you. I had a great day. It was also one of the first days in a long time I've actually spent more or less, not quite, but more or less 1 day doing 1 thing, as I was helping one of my teams fix a bug we've got with some tests. Some crazy UI-based threading issues. It's a shit show, like pages loading things in the wrong. Again, followed by a smell. It smells like mango. That's what's confusing. The fridge. What smells like mango? Because we don't have any mango. I don't fucking well know. Anyway, but yeah, so I've had a great day. We didn't fixed it, but we're now getting hit by a timeout issue in the tests themselves, which basically means we're waiting long enough when we run them on our machines, but when we put them on the build server, it takes too long. It hits like a global timeout, which is annoying. So potentially extend that timeout, potentially try and do some stuff. I think there is legitimately some things we can do to try and make it a little bit better, a little bit more reliable anyway. It's all like Cypress tests and JavaScript based, which is something I'm not used to. I'm a Selenium guy, but I've seen this, what's it called? Puppeteer. And there's a C# driver for Puppeteer, so I'm actually have a look at that and see if it gives me any benefits over Selenium from the C# world. Probably not, it's probably just a shitty wrapper, but we'll find out. Otherwise, this evening I have been swapping out the bearings on my longboard. So we now have new bearings in. Just touch the wheels and have my fingers a day. I'm 90% sure it's not going to have a huge effect on the range. It might have a minor effect, but I think the problems I'm seeing are battery sag issues, and they can be mostly mitigated by I actually got back today with a relatively large amount of battery left. And I got back quite quick as well. And I think that's because I avoided hills and I avoided accelerating aggressively. So it's great. We had another day in the office today, and I had a buddy, 2 buddies. So yesterday there was a dude there. Today our scrum master came in. Unfortunately, the person that's leaving. But anyway, and then this other dude who's like a team lead for another team. So there was 3 of us. Fuck me. And then halfway through the day, someone came in briefly for an hour and then left. We've got a little crew going. But this was the first time someone's come in that I like actually work with. So it was interesting, like having meetings where you then have that thing where 2 people in the same room with microphones and earphones. I can hear her talking and then it coming through my earphones. Whenever I talk and she's unmuted, it comes through hers. It's fun. But yeah, otherwise, it's been a good day. Less productive than yesterday, like thing-wise, but it's been like quite a few meetings. Today's more meeting heavy than yesterday, and we've made progress on like little things, but nothing big. Yesterday I spent 1 whole day doing 1 thing, which is really rare actually. So yeah, what else? Something else? I've also got to really got to decide what I want to do, team-wise and stuff. So I need to put my little brain into gear and figure out what my plan is, because I need to allocate some resources. I've been given some tasks to do. That's what day it is, ladies and gentlemen. It's hashtag long walk Thursday. I have literally no battery. This is the most I've 10% battery in this battery. All of my batteries are dead. And I don't know how the fuck that's happened. But it saved you from a long hashtag long walk Thursday therapy session, as I was like in a really bad fucking place this morning. I feel like everything's kind of gone a bit rosy though. So I might be pretty fucking lucky. I'll have to talk to you about it tomorrow when I've got my battery. But like, I'm really busy and got shit to do, but like something I was really worried about is not so bad anymore. There's like a general thing that I'm quite negative about, but that was like being compounded by something else. And that thing has just gone, so happy about that. It's Friday tomorrow. I walked into the cabinet with my hand, it hurts. But yeah, hashtag long walk Thursday. Was very long for me, wasn't very long for you. And it would have been really long for you if I would have been able to just ramble to a camera for 45 minutes straight, probably. So, kind of lucky, I guess. So on Wednesday, I had a one-to-one that effectively said with the SDET manager, not my line manager, effectively saying, I'm doing a really good job. And like everyone speaks really highly of me, but I'm too thinly spread. So like at the end of the day, if you were to ask what I've actually done, I don't really have much to show for it. Which is a bit like a red rag to a bull to someone like me, to be honest. Bearing in mind, I took the role because I felt like I wasn't getting anything done as a developer. But the key thing about that though, was we're getting so currently I officially sit over 4 teams, and unofficially sit over 2 teams. So I have 6 teams roughly that I work with, which is insane. The whole idea, SDETs are supposed to have 2 or 3 at a push. And they're also not even all in the same space. They're all like very different. They all have very different challenges and all that kind of shit. So we're getting 2 more people for the hive. Multiple hives. And I was asked to figure out where they should go. And that stressed me out. And that combined with something that I felt the other day, and I tweeted about yesterday, was like after a full year working at this company, working from home, there's one person that I could potentially call a friend. Like the closest thing to a friend is one person. They probably don't even classify as a friend. And I think that's really fucking depressing. And that combined with the stress of feeling like I've not really achieved anything and having to divide my 6 teams across the back. So the problem was that like one of the teams, my old team, Team Fox, is the only Bristol-based team. And I was getting the impression that I was being pushed away from them. And that was stressing me out because I didn't know what I'd do if I had to work with remote teams. And I was kind of a little bit torn because like some of the other teams in the other domains have more interesting problems to solve. Or, well, I say more interesting problems to solve that I could learn about, because like I am weak in those areas, so there's like opportunity to learn. There's interesting problems on this side, but I know how to solve them, you know? Either way, these like 2 things about like kind of being lonely and my closest thing I've got to a friend leaving the company and the stress of like feeling like I was not gonna have somewhere really fucked me up yesterday. Like really fucked me up. It turned out I was relatively all right. The QA guy, I either misread the signals or he'd been told that I had a strong preference to work with people based in Bristol. Predominantly based in Bristol, not everyone is in Bristol. He said, I should have teams Fox and Mantis, which were the two teams I wanted. Like, if I had to pick two, there'd be those two. There's the main Fin Crime team and it's the main, like, UI team. And he was like, oh, this is what I think it should be. And I'm like, holy fuck, I was trying to figure out a way to rationalise that, because I think that's crazy. What, surely one person should have all of Fin Crime, one person should have all of the UI stuff, one person should have all of the operations stuff. But yeah, so after, but like, I was like, yeah, okay, I agree with that. I think that because of this as well, there's other minor reasons why I think that makes sense. You get kind of two brains on the same problem. Time zone differences for one set of the teams make sense as well. Great, happy birthday. I messaged my only friend that I was in the office with me, and I was like, oh, stress over. 5 minutes later he goes, oh, I've just realised that would mean you'd report to two different managers. And I'm like, no. But I was really honest about the fact that, like, I don't think I could mentally take working with people that are 100% remote. I couldn't, I don't have the mental stability to handle that. So I'm going back to Fin Crime Boys. Woo! And it's weird because it's one of those things that, like, given the choice, I couldn't choose, but being given it, I'm happy, you know? Like, the downsides being that I know how to do it versus this stuff that I don't know. And I was like, oh, in an ideal world, I'd have two interesting problems I want to solve with people that I kind of know, one that I'm, like, relatively safe on, and one that's a challenge. But yeah, so now I have very remote, because one of my teams is in a different time zone. That's fine. And then my oldest team, effectively. So, yeah, that kind of resolved itself today. Otherwise, today has been walking in the morning. We do half days on Fridays now. A session where I tried to do this thing, and the QA manager came to a meeting that I was running, and he just kind of, we do these like monthly things, and this was the first one we did with this team, and I think he completely missed the point that while I was doing it, I wasn't officially doing it because I was introducing them to it, so I was doing it differently. And then I had technical difficulties with, like, the boards that I was using to do voting and shit. It was a bit of a shit show, I'm gonna be honest. And I genuinely feel like it's this weird scenario where, like, my line manager likes me and, like, thinks I'm really good, and apparently, according to my friend, like, kind of sings my praises around the place. Everyone I work with kind of, like, really appreciates everything I do and, like, thinks, and I'm, like, really glad that they have me and whatnot. But he doesn't see anything. And whenever he's involved in anything I do, I feel like I'm fudging it, and, like, he's not impressed. And I feel like he doesn't really understand what's happening. But I think he's really, like, detached from, like, the ground level of, like, what's actually happening on the ground, to be honest. I think he's, like, I find him really difficult to, like, kind of translate what he says, because everything he says is, like, business platitudes and, like, idealistic, utopian, like, not attached to reality, not grounded in the mean streets, you know. But hopefully when I go down to two teams, which should be happening in the next couple of weeks. Blimey. Yeah, it will be a couple of weeks. In 2 weeks, I should probably be able to at least drop two of them. Exciting. Hopefully I'll be able to do some of that other stuff and be able to show them what I can do for a change. For once in the last however many months I've been an SDET. After work, went for a walk, did some exercise. I did 20 minutes of skipping. My legs are a bit tight for it, but I enjoyed it. It was good fun. We cooked dinner, meditation, chill out. Time for bed. We are going to see Dad tomorrow. That's exciting. But yeah, so gotta go to bed because I gotta get up early because I got a long drive. We're meeting in the middle, but it's a long drive. Well, look, boys and girls, I am pooped. Early start this morning, and then just like a long day of like travelling and whatnot, you know. So got up early, got dressed and whatnot, and we drove to Stowe, which is where we went. And I didn't realise until Dad said he drove past Silverstone that Stowe was near Silverstone. And obviously it is, because one of the corners is named after it. But we went to go see, have like a picnic and a walk around with Dad. Haven't seen Dad since nearly Christmas last year. So yeah, it was actually really nice. We'd go back, but it's like 2.5 hours away. So he's in like Norfolk, isn't he? So we obviously wanted to go somewhere that was like halfway for both of us. But yeah, like 5 hours of driving. I'm not gonna lie, yesterday's 20 minutes of skipping has really fucked my legs up. And oh, bye Monty. Last day with you, Jimmy. And then obviously walking around. We had a walk around, had a picnic and stuff. We swapped Christmas presents at last, which means our cupboard is now empty of Christmas presents, which means we can rearrange it safely. We've been waiting to do that for a while. One of the things I asked for, I picked it out and everything, was a dark blue hoodie. You know how I always, for the however many years I've worn dark blue hoodies. And it's arrived, and it's here. Obviously it's like way too late for like if it wasn't any good. And it's really nice, but it's like a jacket. It's like thicker. This is like obviously like soft, like you wear it indoors. It feels like a jacket that you'd wear outdoors, which I'm actually like happier about. I've always been looking for some kind of, like I just kind of wear these, and they're not that warm. They're not that like durable or whatever. But it's like a proper like jacket material. And it's like a little bit heavier and a little bit thicker. And I'm like, fuck, I've been looking for one of these. And I just kind of stumbled on it by mistake, because obviously I picked it online. But I really wanted to get rid of this. So I need to find a new replacement for this now. Which is disappointing, isn't it? So it's like, I was expecting this thing. And I've got something a bit better. And I was like, oh shit, now I want... But anyway. Yeah, came back. Laura had a headache coming back, so we had like a relatively chilled evening. Just had some like lazy dinner, and then just watched TV and stuff. Predominantly because, oh god, the air conditioner is broken in our car, and it's really fucking hot in it. So that's the problem. Either way, it's bedtime. Oh boy, got up early today. Both days this weekend I had to get up early. But I got up early today so that we could go to the tip, because we had some garden waste, an old fence, and some cardboard. Sainsbury's has stopped doing cardboard recycling, and that is sad. I really fucking liked being able to recycle things at a supermarket. Anyway, we got up early so I could pack the car, and we would both go to the tip. However, we couldn't get us both in the car because of the fence was too big, so I was like precariously driving along with this fence bouncing around on the passenger seat. But anyway, got there was literally a queue like around a block, like 2 blocks. I'm like, fuck that, boys. So I went back, had some breakfast, and then sorted out stuff later in the day. But obviously everyone thought they'd be quiet at 8 in the morning. At 2 in the afternoon, dead. No one there. Happy days. Of course, by the time they do like this live stream where you can see the cars, and like, yeah, you can see like 10 cars, but you can't see the 3 other blocks of traffic behind it in the queue. But by the time obviously we'd seen it was empty, got in the car and driven, obviously there was another 10 people there by the time I got there, but hey ho. So yeah, did a lot of like life admin today. Like I've got some returns I need to do because I ordered some jeans recently. That kind of shit. Sending emails, talking to people. I've been organising I'm in like a bit of a productivity kick, which I'll talk about in tomorrow's video, but like I'm trying to figure out stuff about like better ways of working in and outside of work. And I've just like I'm going to trial something at work tomorrow and see if I can fix or improve the way I'm working, I guess. Otherwise, sort of all that. Lunchtime, went to the tip. Lunch sat in the garden with Monty, and Laura's doing some gardening. Went upstairs, did a bit of programming. And then it was like dinner, and then it was just like all of my jobs. So I did like the cleaning. I was supposed to have a shave this evening. Supposed to have a shave this morning, but I had to get up early to go to the tip, so I didn't. So that was the one thing I didn't get to fit in, but I did all the washing up, clean the kitchen, clean Monty's litter tray, meditate in time for line of duty. Over the dream. But yeah, I'm going to end the video here, ladies and gentlemen, because it's over an hour long. Yeah, thank you very much for watching this video, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow we're going to be back at it again, boys. We have a lot of momentum to take advantage of. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you later.